G'day one and all, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to take inventory of the horse's gear, I guess, because when I'm cleaning up and everything, I kinda lose track of what the horses actually have and, you know, what's theirs and, you know, all that kind of fun stuff. So today we're going to take inventory of what we actually have up in the shed here. I think we're going to start with this area over here, which I've pretty much done because I went through all of the bridle bags and everything. But I'll show you what is actually in them, because I'm very excited for what's actually in them, because some new bits and pieces are in and I'm so excited. Pretty much we have everything to like clean a stall, which is pretty good because we've got our rake, our broom, our pooper scooper and our shovel. And we also got the muck bucket up there. Oops, sorry, muck bucket up there. And we also got the wheelbarrow in the corner. So that's for cleaning stalls if I ever have one. Or if I ever go to Pony Club Camp again where I might need those things. So that's good. The next kind of thing is I have all my lunging gear here, which again, I don't really need to take inventory. I probably could get rid of some things because I know I don't use them. For instance, I use this lunge line a lot more than I use this lunge line. And if you look here, I have two lunge whips. One is obviously a lot more shorter than the other, but I don't know. I don't think I'll use them. See, I really do like the color of this and everything, and I love the like brown leather at the bottom here, but I don't know. See, I'll probably never use them, so I might as well just get rid of them. I just don't use as much stuff anymore. See, I've got my lunge line, my lunge roller, my side reins, and my whip now. So, and that's really all I need for lunging. See, I don't need anything else. So we're moving on. So over here we have the horse's halters and lead ropes. Now I am buying Ringo another halter because those two, especially Wibbles and Ringo, go through halters like you would not believe. Abby's and Flynn, I'm only going to replace their halters when they break them, but Ringo and Wibbles, because they break their halters more often and I use them, you know, I kind of want them to have like a nice one. So this is Wibbles' nice halter, and that's Ringo's nice halter, and this is Wibbles' paddock halter, and obviously I'm going to get Ringy's paddock halter. Moving over here, we have our hay net, which honestly is really good. I had actually two hay nets, but I decided to get rid of one of them and replace that one with a hay bag. So that's good. So quickly with the bridle bags, I'm pretty sure in this one has Wibbles' new gear. So he's got a breastplate, which is right here, and he's got his new bridle in here, which is my dream bridle. Pretty much it's this one, which is the what's it called, the Comfy Tech one. It's the what's it called, ergonomical, anatomical shaped bridle, which should be really good. I'm really excited to try this on. I kind of don't want to show too much of it because I am going to film another video where I do show Wibbles off in all of his like riding gear and everything that obviously I've bought for him. Moving on, we've got this one. I actually can't remember. Is this... Okay, so this is Wibbles' old bridle. So that's Wibbles' old bridle. I think I'm still going to use it. I don't know. It's a deciding factor that I'm still deciding, basically. Over here we've got the pink bag. Now the pink bag kind of matches this brown endurance saddle, so obviously there's a brown bridle in there, and this one I know for a fact has the bitless bridle. So obviously Wibbles at the moment owns these two bridles, and nobody owns these two at the moment because nobody saddle fitted to that saddle, so obviously they're not fitted to that bridle either. And the bitless bridle, well, that's just everyone's. Whoever basically is the best with bitless bridles is the one that will own that one. So yeah, and obviously that's Flynn's halter lead rope, that's Flynn's lead rope, that's Abby's lead rope, and those are Wibbles and those are Ringo's. And that is whoever I'm showing with's hayback. And that's just everyone's lunge line, or lunging gear I should say. So moving over here, so this saddle is my first saddle. Nobody really owns this one, like none of the horses really own this one because it's my first saddle, so I will probably be leaving it for my future kids, so that's why it's on the floor at the moment. I was actually going to replace it with that one up there and get rid of that one because I definitely don't use that one, but that's just there for now. So with this one, this actually fits everyone except Abby, I'm pretty sure, so it fits Wibbles, Ringo and Flinny just because they are the bigger builds. And yeah, so down here, this is, this once upon a time was Ringo's saddle, but he had to retire, so now this is Wibbles' saddle, so that's just our all-purpose, and we've got our endurance saddle down here, which I am going to fit to Wibbles' saddle, so every time we go on a trail ride or, you know, just, I think I'm going to use it for trail ride and training at this point. But yeah, so that's probably going to be Wibby's trail ride and training one, and this will be his showing saddle, so that's good. But I need to saddle fit these two back onto Wibsy because, yeah, Wibsy's gotten a bit chubby and they don't fit him anymore. So over here, obviously, only one saddle really goes with this because it doesn't have, it needs a lot of padding, that saddle, so obviously, which is this saddle down here. Obviously this saddle pad fits this one because it needs, you know, the thick saddle pad and you know the padding and everything for the saddle, so that saddle pad is for that saddle, and these two saddles can be basically used for all of these saddle pads except that one. So again, with all the boots and everything and the ear bonnets. So basically those ear bonnets and boots and saddle pads will go with either one of these two. So yeah, so moving over here, I'm going to kind of ignore the washing up tubs and everything and the first aid and the cleaning gear because kind of like they all use it. And I have Pacific soaps for Pacific horses, like this one is like the Glow Black shampoo is obviously for Abby and Wibbles, but because I don't show Abby, it's more so for Wibbles and his black mane and tail and his legs. This one is for Will because it's my bay shampoo. And there is an orange one at the back here that is for Ringo because it's for chestnuts. But they all kind of use those, so I'm not going to really say that, oh, this horse owns this one, that horse owns that one, because they don't, they all use it. Same with all this gear, and even the equissage, the hay bag, you know, they all use it. You know, the tack cleaning gear, this stuff down here, they use that when I'm training them. But I can tell you that obviously we got two water buckets here. I'm not going to grab them out. The green one's obviously Wibbles and the blue one is obviously Ringo, because I actually do take them out of the property. Those are their water buckets, so if I take both of them, at least I know that they have buckets to drink out of. So moving on down here, this I can tell you right now, these are Wibbles and Ringo's cotton rugs. Like I said, I don't stock stuff for Abby and Flynn, but I do stock stuff for Wibbles and Ringo because I do take them out a lot, like I said. So these are their summer combo rugs. These are the mesh rugs with some fly masks. There are fly masks down there that Flynn and Abby do use, but they got fly masks on at the moment, so they don't need them. Over here, we got the fleece rugs. So again, both Wibbles and Ringo wear them, and as well as the rain rugs there. So those are obviously Wibbles and Ringos. And moving on down here, we got the show gear. So obviously whoever's, you know, the main showman of the day will either, this is all Wibbles gear, and this bag here is Ringies, which is still navy and blue, which I can use with the theme that I'm going. So regardless of the matter, I mean Ringo could probably wear Wibbles stuff, but I just want him to have his own like gear. And I kept this because, you know, I was like, oh, I might as well keep it because it looks good. But yeah, so moving over here, obviously the horses have their own feed buckets because, you know, germs. So obviously the purple one there is for Abby, Flynn, Ringo and Wibbles. They kind of all have their color coordinated stuff, so it's all good. We have our 3 feed containers here, so they're pretty much on all the same stuff, so, but I do have them labeled. Like that one's Ringo's feed, that one's Wibbles' feed, and this one is Abby and Flynn's feed. So there's nothing really, I don't need to bother about these 2 things. And I know I have plenty of show gear and everything, so I don't need to restock on that. I'm getting rid of all of that. So moving over here, this is where I thought it'd be a good idea to take inventory. So here you can see some colors are missing. So obviously the pink and the blue sweat scrapers are missing from there. The blue sponge is missing from here. We've got all 4 of them. We've got all 4 of them. All 4 of them. All 4 of them. We need an extra body brush, which is on the way. We need an extra curry comb, which again is on the way. So, and that's the reason why I'm kind of doing this, is because I realized that they're missing some things. Also, Abby, she wrecked her rug the other day, so her rug is on the way, but I've also decided to get one for Flynn, because his rug is starting to die on him as well. It's getting pretty old. I'm surprised it's lasted this long. Like, it's lasted since last summer, I'm pretty sure, which has been pretty good. If they can last a year or even 6 months at this point, I'm pretty happy. But yeah, so that's why I kind of wanted to go around and actually see what I needed. I'm not too worried about washing up gear or, you know, show gear, because I got plenty of that stuff. I know for a fact that I do. I don't need to get any more feed. I don't need bedding. I'm pretty good, actually. But yeah, I just thought it'd be a good idea to basically, you know, go through all the things and, you know, my horse owns these things. This horse owns these things. You know, this horse owns these things. You know, obviously I don't have a lot for Flynn and Abby because I don't ride them anymore. So they only really need their leads, their rugs, their fly mask, and their grooming bags and grooming brushes. And that's really all they need. Oh, and their feed, of course. They don't get much feed as Wibbles and Ringo because, like I said, I actually ride Wibbles and Ringo. So they obviously have a lot more gear. Wibbles obviously more because he's my main boy now. Because Ringy is not riding as much as I would like to ride him, but you know, I can still ride him, so that's the good news, basically. So I do have some bits and pieces. I really want to try the bitless bridle on Ringo, just to see how he goes, because he has a bit of an issue with bits at the moment, and I think he's just getting old, and you know, his mouth is decaying, and it's, yeah. So hopefully I can ride him again with the bitless bridle, because I haven't ridden him in a while. So he's had a very big long break. They all have, because this summer has just been ridiculous. But now it's autumn. I'm so excited. Hello autumn, by the way, where you instantly become cooler, but you become so much wetter. So we'll see how we go. But yeah, so obviously that's what I do, and I go through everything. So I think that's where I'm going to end the video. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a good old like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Sorry I haven't been uploading, but I'm hoping to change that soon. Alright, thank you. Bye.